We got a lovely 3-0 here. It's myself, Machine. We got Maniac, Mathieu Kikre. How are you?
Bonjour.
And
good,
Henry
good. I'm doing all
Jizzle.
right. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing very well. I'm excited to see if VP versus Liquid delivers in the same way our first series of the day did. Me and Henry rolling around doing cartwheels during some of that last series between Lin Vision and Nine.
Yeah, absolute pandemonium.
Have you recovered?
Just about. The sweat is starting to dry up on my shirts, and it was a really exciting game, and I hope, I agree with Alex, this one delivers on all fronts as well. We're getting to the action. Team Liquid starting on the T side here of Inferno. It's going to be VP's pick, and in terms of their setup, they don't have much utility, Mania. They've just got Kevlar across the board to suggest something very quick and very fast.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rhythm, and the read is also correct. You have that A side that's completely free right here. The CT is reacting quite fast. Rainbreaker's got that information with the Glock. Oh, immediately put down by Nober the duelies, but people's kind of running around. It's getting cat and mouse.
Yeah, you don't see many teams call those. Rush middle into CT spawn. Everyone at once. Going to be Napfly, though, finding a great shot. They've actually got the B bomb site under their remit. The plant will be going down, and CT spawn is theirs as well. We'll see if the CTs can do anything about it. Mir can't deny the plan.
Awkward 4v4 now. You've already got a lot of ground covered. The fact that you're already two-man set up in Banana is the CT angles you're concerned about. You do clear through. They have receded into the side a little. Yukinda and his teammate Naf. And this flash could set them up for success here. Nice shots. Flit nails the headshot, but there's a flurry back from Liquid, and they have successfully pulled it off. You don't see that one every day, do you, Matthew?
That was a strange pistol round. I'll put it this way. It was unique. It had a flavor that I had encountered before. Lack of smoke and kit on the side of VP, which meant they had to play the retake real fast, i.e. Put yourself in very vulnerable positions, very well capitalized on by Liquid. Great way to start a game. I've been casting an odd amount of VP game, and I've just started to realize maybe it's just like wine is an acquired taste. I'm testing it, and I'm trying to watch them again and again and talk about them and kind of really let it soak it in. And eventually I'll maybe understand and appreciate it.
Everyone's got their own, I mean, that's one of the many reasons we love Counter-Strike, is that everyone's got their own kind of ideas, their own opinions as to what the right choice is. Some is fundamentally just, you know, truth. Others are more open to interpretation.
So bear in mind, this is the rematch. Inferno was the opening map of the original outing, and the Team Liquid only got 3 rounds on their T side. So they're off through the races here. They can find the conversion here in the second round, which they're likely to do so. They're only up against 1 rifle. It's 3 pistols otherwise, an MP9 for Mir, but it's Flit with the first engagement. A little bit of damage exchange, but it's going to be the apartment's pounce here by the looks of things.
It's so VP. Just gambling from the start of the round. You get a second bite of the cherry, right? I mean, you can see the logic here, Matthew.
Absolutely. They're really good at making you think that this is a normal protocol that's happening, i.e. just a pop flash into a banana, one FAMAS fighting you. But if you were to find that guy, if you were to trade the 1-for-1, which they hope for, and you accelerate, that's it. You basically fall into the trap. The bear is coming, eats you off immediately. But here from Yekindar as well. That's going to be interesting. This game in itself is quite unique because of the history between Yekindar and Jame having played together and the mind games that come into it. And what kind of Counter-Strike do you like to play? Am I remembering some of the traps or some of the little jokes that you were playing us or on the opponents at the time? And we'll have to see how many of these calls are made. That was a great read from Liquid.
Yeah, of course, already played in Pro League Season 18. It was played just 3 days ago, a full 3-map affair, with it going into overtime on Mirage and a full 30 rounds on Anubis. So this was incredibly close the first
4 hours and 20 minutes, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
A new record for ESL Pro League. And this is a unicorn round. You don't see many of those. 0 players dying. And I think you might see a few more of those VP on the server, to be honest with you, but it has happened.
It's not that exceptional here.
Exactly, and as Alex said, it's absolutely fine. It makes a lot of sense. It means they get the force buy again in round number 3. You kind of reset everything. So Team Liquid have to be on high alert once more. Will they invest any further, though? VP could maybe bring out a couple more flashes at the very top end, but not going to invest anything else. As we get into round number 3 here, it's the MAC-10s leading the charge towards Banana, Naf, and Yekindar trying to open things up. The Molotov will be extinguished early. And he's got to cheat to lead the B bomb side, so he's given out the fact there's someone there, and they're going to have a 4-man stack at A this time. It's where Liquid found so much success in the previous round, and they actually started to probe that direction once again. Smoke down towards top of middle, getting presence towards shore. Rainwaker's in towards the apartments as well. OC with the bomb. He's about to smoke library, so we'll see whether this is going to be where Jame can find some impact.
So it's very doable for VP. 4 bodies here. The full A wrap is about to come upon here. The MP9 of the MAC-10 Rider leading the charge. They're going to investigate towards city spawn. If they find Flit, they're going to change their plans immediately. If Flit falls, that's it.
It's Yekindar with the MAC-10, so even though he's got an interesting angle, the MAC-10 should deal with him, to be honest with you. We'll see in a second whether he'll have the presence of mind to clear this position. Either way, he will be going down with an equal trade. And now, where's the bomb go? OC still top of middle, can retreat. Patsy controlling the rotations. They don't know the B bomb side is open, but this could be where they lose the C4 itself. OC needs to be very careful here. Has got backup from NAF, and it looks like crisis averted, and they were going to be making their way over towards the B bomb side. Job done, round over.
Well handled, you know, considering I saw them not really worry about Banana at all and just start to go for the all-in on A. I could see them running into that stack and Jame looking like a, you know, the Time Lord, calling it perfectly.
That's why you're sending that squad towards CT spawn.
Right.
You're keeping the door open for a possible outing of that A side because you don't really know what's happening there. You had nobody probe and poke towards B, so you don't know how many bodies are here. You don't know how many smokes have been used. So if you just immediately go into the A split, it's basically a gamble. You're playing poker, you might just have the losing hand. By clearing CT spawn, either you take real estate and you can sort of explore B from that position, or you just flat out get a kill. And when they find Flit, they know obviously he's the B player. So now what they have to do is just wait a little bit. Is there going to be a reaction from VP? That was the case. Round is done. Or they just pull back slowly and they turn into that B split. So well handled from Liquid.
Yeah, really nice. And you can see OC had been given the memo, been given the info just to hold that short push. They had to eventually try and find some answers on A. And Liquid, they've gone through the first 3 rounds. VP giving it a good shake of the stick in those 2, but it looks like we're going to be having a short delay, a technical called by Liquid here. These, perhaps it's another audio issue. It's been quite prominent today.
Maniac, what do you think of the new wheel? I know you've got strong opinions about it. You didn't want to take part.
I would say this more moderate version is something I can
You're okay
abide.
with them?
I can abide.
Are there any,
the first version, I didn't really like it too much.
It was
no,
a bit
listen,
wild,
I'm going to be honest.
I've never known of any sort of tournament format where everyone's a loser. There's only one winner.
I know.
Like,
so
surely,
we have,
like,
what, 9 or 10 losers?
Whoever comes dead last, that's presumably the
forfeit. That would be reasonable.
That would make sense.
So, between you and I, Henry, my plan was going to just not do my forfeit at all.
But what does that mean? What's the punishment for not doing the forfeit?
I don't know. I would just hope people would forget about it.
Yeah, they probably would.
There's so many nice activities happening here. It's mayhem. Just nobody would realize that.
We haven't had a friendly competition. Like, where did the ping pong go? Where did the 1v1 tournament go?
I want to play ping pong.
Now we're just trying to cream pie each other as usual. The wheels are falling off towards the end. And
when I show up.
And, well, yeah, like, we had some quite good competitions in the first couple of weeks.
Now it's like, Matthew's here, let's just cover him in cream.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Let's see.
So how was EPL? Well, you know, that happened.
Cream pied again. Didn't last to be, but span the wheel. That's where I landed, and the wheel is the boss of the show, unfortunately.
That's right.
All right, well, tech issue solved. It's been a very smooth tournament. Shout out to our tech team, the admins.
No, seriously.
We've really had minimal delays here, to be honest with you. And we'll see if James AWP will be the winning factor here in round number 4. It's towards the banana area. The Team Liquid will push through the smokes here. And Flit and Fame getting ready for a bit of a retake. A flash can come over, and they can pounce on the players residing by car. There's a flash. No real swing here. Waiting for the reaction, and there it is. It's going to be Yekindar, opening kill. They might help themselves towards the B side here.
Fame nearly got them both there. He's feeling the pressure. He's dropped his smoke, and it seems like Yekindar and OC have got other plans. They are starting to knock on James' door. One forward. Patsy's ahead of him. Ahead of the line, he's drawn into mid. If they do this dry, though, he's going to get a freebie. Rainwaker gone. Mir clears out the arch side, gets away. Oh, no, he doesn't. Spoke too soon. OC punishes him for the pull of the pin. OC and Yekindar left in this one.
You have a lot of time to play with. 50 seconds to play with. 2v3, of course, not in your advantage, but because the CTs have a whole lot of the ground to cover, it gets a little uncomfortable. We see Jame here's moving around with the CZ, doesn't really know what line to take control of. And Lico is just waiting patiently.
There's not really many options for them here. OC with the bomb towards long. It'll start to encroach towards the site itself, but it's a bit of a fortress here. Jame patrolling short, Norbert at headshot here. A smoke to deny vision, but what's the next maneuver? Yekindar out of the apartments. He might have found a bit of space here. Wonderful shot. Now it is just Jame at the back of the bomb site. He's got a pistol out. What the hell is going on, Dan? AWP at the back, he uses the CZ at range to find the frag. We've got a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, and it favors the plant. Surely OC's got time, but he hasn't actually opted to relocate from the site. Just going to hedge his bets on these potential 50-50s. He's not sure if it's long or short. Fame not announcing his presence as he crawls. OC. Still no indication. He opts for short, though. It's a good angle for the haystack. Oh. Fame nails the headshot. First bullet out of the M4.
Well, there we have it. The first round for VP as well. A tense 1 versus 1. Fame holds his nerve, though, checking every single position, and a very assertive shot there to close things out as well. OC could do nothing about it. But the fact it came down to 1v1 was interesting there. It looked like they had nothing to work with whatsoever. Still so surprised at the contributions from Jame there at the back of the bomb site. I guess he felt like he was surrounded. This shot here, range with the pistol is absolutely beautiful. Did set up the 1 versus 1, and it's a first round for VP, but an expensive one here. Team Liquid have tons of cash even after the full reinvestment. They're going to have quite an advantage. There's the AWP for Jame, but a FAMAS for Mir, and they've only got 1 defuse kit. But utility is actually pretty good, but still quite the swing round for VP.
We'll see if they're able to puncture that player towards the B side from the very beginning from Liquid as well. That was quite interesting. It went unnoticed. I think that Fame actively told them not to rotate, and this is a decision that was made by VP when they lost their first player, when they lost Flit on the B side. Fame just said, listen, I got it. I've just used my smoke, stay towards the A side, don't rotate towards me because you strike thin, as the defense is doing it right now. They're fans of it. We know that they like to be a little bit eccentric.
It's what a gamble that is. You just open the B bomb site for a good 15 seconds. It's probably going to be fine. They're right, but you just go exchange some utility, and here we go. Fame just going to be deploying some of the retake grenades right now. So you can see the smoke down towards half full, Molotov down towards Car to flush them out, and it's sent Liquid packing. So job done. They've actually got 4 players of the A side.
And he's alone, yeah. He's doing that alone.
Yeah, it's actually really quite powerful. James going to rotate. I'm not sure what information they've got because it's an apartment. Pounce, he's nowhere to be seen. Norbert needs multiple frags now, smoking himself out, but I think he's taken down. And now the CTs are locked out of the bomb site. It's Jame towards Library. Flip has to try and save the day, but Yekindar finds him. They've got to save. There's no way they can even get into this round.
Yeah, Mir's sticking around for a little longer than
Was there something given away towards B? I didn't see anyone that side of the map. For some reason, they rotated. Jame left the bomb site just as they were coming out the apartments.
Yeah, perhaps it was just a timing thing. He knew that Fame's smoke would be fading around the time he got there, and yeah, just one of those moments where you're in the dark and you start hedging your bets.
Yeah, strangely enough, it felt like VP second-guessed themselves as to how clear Banana was, and they thought maybe, just maybe, someone is past our first smoke. And if that's the case, Fame cannot play alone. He needs some rotation. Jame was on his way, and you're right, Henry. Team Liquid hit at the perfect timing.
Right.
That moment where your defense kind of shifts from one setup to the other, when there's a little bit of liability, a little bit of fragility as well, and Norbert is getting caught off guard, and that's how cruel it can be sometimes to play his position. He's just playing it pit, holding apps. If you're taken off guard by 0.5 seconds, that's it. You do not have the time to go through the protocol, don't have the time to put down a smoke and fight it. He got caught, he was about to throw the weapon, easy kill.
Yeah, exactly. Before the smoke had even bloom, they took him down. He didn't stand a chance there, and it will be the tactical timeout, I assume, called by VP. Finding themselves in a bit of a rut here. 4-1 down on the CT campaign. It's their map pick. They managed to win it in the first outing. This is a rematch here in Group D. And for now, they saved the AWP and a FAMAS. There is cash to kind of rectify the position they're in, but it won't be a full purchase. So Team Liquid really in a prime position here. 4-1, money's flowing nicely. They put this round to bed. VP were down to an eco, and this could be an absolute disastrous half. As we'll see if the purchases come through. It's Flit and Norbert, the ones with nothing right now, and about $3,300 each. So the buys coming through. Maybe a couple of FAMASs need to be thrown over, and there it is. Round 6 underway.
I love that Liquid has already established that, hey guys, we have quick strategies that we can use very quickly. You want to play around, you want to gamble a little bit, you want to play off of behind smoke, we can hit you with 1:20 left. We can abs pop immediately, and I think VP is one of the teams that's the strongest in making the most out of the time that's passing and having these sort of optimized late round situations. Yekina just said, we're not going to let you get there. We're going to immediately pop right in your face. That's another example that's going to come here. The boost will be, see if Jame has the flick in him, and he doesn't. That's an opening kill from Yekina onto Jame. The AWP is down, the trade good from Fit, but now does one better.
And now it's all Fame on the B side. If they were to commit, Mir hasn't moved a muscle either. Rainwaker Boiler might start to make some moves of his own. Single smoke on the pit player. Norbert might want to drop his now as Mir has nothing to report mid.
He's got an HE and a flash, but what can he really do with it? The FAMAS, not the ideal weapon for a spam. Just going to have to give up control. Enable this defensive crossfire. You've got Norbert on the balcony itself. A nice HE. That connects well. The flashbangs, though, starting to be delivered here. It's very uncomfortable for the CTs once again. Norbert needs multiple frags. There's the double. Can't find the third. Fame will pick up the pieces, but OC closes out the round. All of VP are dropped, and like we said, that's a considerable one to pick up. They're averaging about $3,400 per player at this stage, and James gone for the AWP straight away. He can't afford Kevlar to go with it, so it's the glass cannon. And this is what they do, though, Matthew. They're known for this AWP, USPs. Otherwise, they might not buy much else. They might just have this and hope to save it.
The purest form of one-man army. Taken to the next level.
Ooh, a bit of an extra spend from Flit there.
Flit, yeah, he dips his toe in, and he's actually gone for some heavy utility and a helmet. I couldn't tell you why he's got the helmet, but he's gone for an Incendiary Smoke, HE, MP9, dumped his cash, and we'll see what he can make of it.
I wonder where Jame is going to play with that AWP. You'd like to find a way where the lack of, or the M-punch rather, would not be a problem, so he's hoping to just puncture that Apps rotation play, but that's never going to present itself. Liquid is playing a completely different kind of Counter-Strike here in round 7 with what looks like to be an immediate B exec onto the MP9.
Keeping it simple. It's just going to be a flash and go. Does that mean they disrespect the smoke when it's thrown?
Almost certainly.
I think they'll cross it.
They're just going. So there's the smoke, there's the flash, and Yakinda, he's leading by example straight through. Confirmed no one was holding him. The molly did humble him.
Oh, there's 3 CTs there as well. They might have to reset this, but bear in mind, James on the other side of the map here. He's in towards the boiler room right now. What are they up to? A double stack here, looking for a bit of information towards second middle, potentially. Norbert is going to push the apartments and see what he can find. He might get caught off, though. They're aware of this potential push. And now it's Jame. Not an Orpa's position, to be honest with you. Tucked in the boiler room. He'll do well to find multiple kills here. Norbert, nice bit of aggro, though, and that's a great shot. He gets away with it and now has to retreat towards the bomb site.
Wow, they're making this work. VP, a man advantage. Jame might even have Rainwaker dead to rights. Rainwaker pushing the issue. Bomb planted. It's about timing of your next adventure here, Rainwaker.
No kit, just a note.
Yeah, worth noting. James getting impatient, starting to edge forward. Fame from short side. This patience. It's been rewarded. Jame winning this round with that AWP. Double kill so far.
No kit.
That kit becomes an issue. OC, can you clutch? So 1v4, no he can't. That MP9, that extra expenditure. And they leave with 3 AK-47s.
You can criticize him all you want, but the patience and the game sense that Jame exudes in this round is beautiful.
Yeah, agreed.
Not only from the positioning where he plays off of the bait from Norbert with that off angle into mid, but then realizing, hold on a minute, if I go and I peek anybody without my Kevlar, I will die. So the only way I can have an impact in this round is by hoping that someone's going to get curious and trying to come trade me, and Rainwaker takes the bait.
They certainly did. That was glass cannon AWP, you're right. And what a difference a round makes here. They've now got 3 AK-47s on their CT side. The AWP, a huge injection of cash, and they're right back into this map here. 5-2, Virtus.pro finding some footing. Great round there from Jame. Amazing patience, as you might expect, and Yakindar trying to crack things open once again towards Banana. Tucked in towards the logs right now, not fancying the fight. Waiting for an opportunity to deploy the smoke if required. There it is. And now this is where the round really begins for him. He knows he's going to have to take a duel.
The previous round just changed the whole complexion of this first half.
Yeah,
literally. We're looking at a 5-2 scoreline here with VP with 3 rifles they were able to pick up and a whole lot of money. Speaking of money, Yakinder is trying to get a little bit of an end here, but it's not giving itself to him.
He knows that now. He flashed to try and get back across. He welcomes the aggression. Thank you very much, Flit. He might even get the other.
That's the site.
The site is his.
VP are not the sort of team to go for these retakes. If the bomb gets down cleanly here, well, there it is. Through the smoke is the only way they can pull a frag back. Yeah, James is just like, yeah, I've got apartments covered. Gets all into control.
If they come A, I got it.
Okay, is he even going to move? Does he even consider? Because Fame's still in towards Ruins. He's going to go down here almost certainly. So that is the round. And you'd imagine VP won't do much else here.
Magic numbers 3. Well, they'll be holding on to that, I guess, because Fame was given the green light to go looking, but the others weren't moving a muscle. Rainwaker down on the hunt. That's Mir on 5 HP. See this one again from Yakinda. Flit going for that fight again.
It's a little naive. It's a little naive because it had already been established that Yakinda was here with the intention to find a duel.
Yeah.
So if you'd given that up, trying to then slow pick from these stairs can be real complicated. He gets punished immediately, and the problem is, comparatively to other rounds, Fame was not in a position to lock down the side. He just had to respect that it had fallen, that's it. And then, of course, VP, a la VP, not really trying too hard, just Mir with a little bit of a spray. Liquid are really good at winning rounds without having to think too much right now. And I don't mean this in a dismissive way. It's just a matter of being efficient and simple and not getting to the late game Jame situation where you have to lose half your neurons trying to figure out a solution. No, just a kill acceleration, execute, just give yourself some oxygen, have a good time.
Well, the good thing is Yakinda, with being the in-game leader, he's working towards his opening picks, right? He's going towards Banana. He has 0 input lag. If he wants to commit towards that push, he wants to be the catalyst to push the way in, he can make the call very quickly. It looks like we're picking up the pace once again. As it's going to be pushing right through middle here. Smoke down towards the arch. CT's lying in wait. Bear in mind, it's a Jame AWP. He's exposed. He's in the open. He misses a shot. A rare miss. As we see Norbert now, pressure applied towards that pit, players surrounding him, and once again, might be another save. Like, I always have to bear in mind to reel myself in on the VP game, don't I? I can get a bit carried away.
That's not just VP. Everybody would save right here.
Yeah.
I'll come to the rescue.
Fair. I'm just trying to remind myself. It's fair enough.
It's okay. We'll keep an eye on you.
Yes.
Maybe we should have some kind of buzzer here that we can just buzz in if we feel like we're going over to the dark side.
Yeah, mine needed at this point. Where have the buzzers gone?
They're over here to our left. They're all ready and raring to go.
What happened to a good old game show here?
Yeah.
We had one yesterday. Remember you were the commissioner?
Yeah, we did. But it was like, one of the wackier game shows. Like the ones that are kind of just made up on the spot. Like, if there's anything can happen. Those are my favorite. But unfortunately, VP, we all know how this round concludes. It will be Team Liquid with fast pacing towards top and middle, helping themselves to a kill on Jame. And once he goes down, there's nothing VP can do. Bear in mind, Liquid in the first outing, this is a rematch, only got 3 rounds in their T side of Inferno, so they're already doing a great job.
What do you make of Yakinda just going P250 when he had like 2.3 left over instead of, say, I don't know, a Galil in that one? Like, he just kept extra cash, deliberately only bought 1 smoke and a P250. Do you think it's because he knew it was pacey and was happy to be
very likely. Very likely. If it is pacey and if it is spawn-based, which it could be at times, then you know you're going to be number 2 or number 3. There's a chance you're going to grab that AK that's fallen off, or you're going to use that P250 to gain speed and just go in.
Also as well, and that's tight buys, it's unlikely they have helmets, right? So if you're likely to go down first, but you can steal a running gun kill with a P250 for like $300, like, yeah, why not?
And it does mean you've got a nice bit of residual now for the longevity of this game. Liquid, a fantastic T-haul. It's VP investigating aggressively. Yakinda and versus Flit. He gets ahead of the flash, and Flit caught out again in this head-to-head. He's whipped his CT smoke there.
He is just cracking this map open, left, right, and center. He's not finding multiple kills per round, but he's finding the most impactful ones you could possibly ask for. Opening frags will just be bomb set against a team that likes to save, and they're going to be committing once again. 4 players. It's through the smoke, though. Fame will find OC. Especially the bomb going down as well. It's a little bit awkward. They might fancy their chances here. Grenade will do considerable damage. Doesn't actually connect. Naf moves out of the way just in the nick of time. And who's going to be going for this plan? Not feeling like they're secure right now. Got to re-smoke towards CT spawn. James still on the other side.
No, the defense is still in place. I love it. You're not faking out VP, okay? This ain't happening. You're not faking him out.
Here he comes. We've got to go. It's going to be a retake. God, Fame damage.
His smoke spam. He's found a kill and brought Naf low.
Liquid have only 1 smoke. 1 smoke to survive the entire post-plan situation.
Nice molly from Norbert forces Patsy into this committed angle. So if he's ready for the 1 tap, it would have to be that.
Calling it off?
Yes.
Yes, they are. So, to be fair, they might not be aware of the low HPs against them. That could be unconfirmed damage through smokes, and very much lack of utility on the side of BP. You can't smoke left side. They haven't used... There is a problem, and I'm going to be a little bit annoying here. There is a timing problem on that Molotov that they used towards quad because they're not making the most of it. Yeah. It's great to Molotov that position. You have to have someone ready to swing for whoever's pushed out.
And they had a flash. Wasn't the case. They had a flash. They didn't use it. It didn't do anything. Yeah, exactly. So if it had come over the roof as new box is there, so you're in the open, the flash comes in, you're pushing CT.
That's a kill.
And yeah, it's a kill at least. But let's see this again. So this is just Yakinda. I think it was the other day JT and Elise were talking about with Kinder, and one of the things they said he does really well is just catching those like individual duel timings. Like knowing when someone's going to be like swapping to a nade, starting the exec, he'll catch you just as you're off guard, just as you're unprepared. And Flit, he was about to be flashed into a fight. Yakinder just got that premonition and goes wide for it.
When you have aggressive rifles like these, and in my mind I have Yakinder, I have Nico as well, which is very famous. Rifle is going to be in your face on Banana. I always feel like it's heads or tail whether or not they have success, but if they do, it's a nightmare to play against. It's a nightmare because they're going to eat away any type of map control real estate you give them, any kind of timing they can feel. The more kills they get, the more they get into the flow of the game. Now this is the second time that he finds Fit. I think he is slowly going to force VP to play a different type of approach on the B side.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Like, they've conditioned them well over there now, and this is the point where you want to go back to your maybe your apartment pounces here. You brought 3 CTs over to this side of the map. I'm surprised Jame didn't bring the AWP over. He's actually positioned in towards the apps this time. Very viable for an AWP. You've got the double setup as well, so you're protected from the right-hand swing. But toward the T steps, Team Liquid lie in wait.
Interesting fact for you. Last time they played Inferno earlier at this tournament, VP had got 12 CT rounds.
Yeah.
That is interesting, Henry, isn't it?
Yeah, I've said that twice already. This map, that's all. That's
oh, I didn't hear that.
That's okay.
I just saw the corner of your smile coming out.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. Matt's going to call it out. I was just going to let it sit. No, it's totally fine.
Matthew, you had so many times the chances to call me out. You saw me looking at it.
I didn't know where you were going for that one. I was thinking maybe he's going to talk about Yakindar's kills.
I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh,
I was thinking maybe he's going to bring up like the entry kills or not. Like, yes,
it's okay.
That is interesting.
All right, well.
The fact still remains. Like, they've done a great job.
That is very much
like, the fact that they're having such great success on their T side here, it's night and day to the first outing. Liquid seem to be getting better and better as the tournament progresses, but now they've got to recover a deficit. But Yakindar has slipped the net. He's managed to get in CT spawn. Flit's aware of it, though. I don't think he wins the duel. Yeah, Yakindar's got him dead to rights, and now controlling CT spawn, smoking it off. This gets a lot more interesting. Fame is at the back, alone, segregated, as Jame will try and push through.
Kinder. He's a threat. They will spam him back, but it's Norbert with this flank combines nicely, puts it all onto Yakinder, an impossible situation. He gave it a good go. For VP, they'll get their third and look to close out this half on the war path. Just 3 rounds to boast, but all this saving, you can see there's plenty of cash in the coffers. Like,
they have a limited amount of money.
This is how you get a strong finish. This is just a way to guarantee a strong finish. You may only have 3 rounds to boast, but you've had 3 alive pretty much on average.
VP is like the best poster card for financial responsibility now. Yeah. Be responsible financially. Just make sure you get covered when the winter comes in.
Well,
they have all that money.
They are looking very good going forward here. 3 AK-47s, and Jame this time looking for the anti-flash position. Was going to peek it, but no one there. It's Norbert in towards Boiler right now. And they've got full banana control otherwise. So Flit with the deepest smoke, Fame behind him. It's the first time he actually presented this sort of aggression now. He can definitely reclaim it, but for now, just investigating the apartments. Bomb is towards T-steps, back of OC.
This is the change that we were talking about now. VP much more prevalent towards taking banana control. Fame has that deep angle with the Molotov, which allows VP to play with 3 players on a nice and easy, no stress. Where is Jame currently towards A-Long? It's a very passive setup from VP. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of information. The first time you see the opponents, that's when the execute comes in.
Here we go then. Jame to be tested. He doesn't miss many, converts the first and falls back as you might expect here. Perfectly played. And he's going to funnel them in towards CT spawn, but Flit surely aware of that prospect. If he hits the shot, round should be over. It's down to Patsy. Been a little bit quiet so far, but that's a loud shot. Beautifully placed headshot towards Flit, and now they've got the man advantage in some ways because Fame is alone in towards his B side. It's a very strong angle. Difficult to clear this one out, but OC makes light work of it.
Huge kill from OC, and it gets him into the site before Jame could post up. Could have been a very different round if Jame had the timing to strike on the bomb carrier. Instead, the bomb's ticking. They got full banana control, so the good idea is where this retake's coming from. Kinder and OC can set up a crossfire.
Rainwaker's going for the long con around the world. It looks like the timing will actually be quite charitable for him. I think he's got this. His teammates can just delay with that one Molotov. He should be able to get a couple of kills potentially.
Fights his time, kill onto Jame, and now panic sets in as VP have to come into the side. Norbert finds OC, and behind the smoke is Yakinder. He has to know where the bomb is planted. He's still on the defuse, and that's not going to be enough. 9th for Liquid.
Good lord, what a backstab that was. VP were actually up for the retake for once, but they're now 9-3 down. But as Alex mentioned, there is plenty of gold in reserve. They have $10,000 on a couple of players here. Lord knows how when they're 9-3 down, but that was the shot from Patsy. OC, great round as well. Rainwaker, it was a bit of a risk. Could have collapsed around him, but gets the all-important kill. Takes down Jame before the retake was initiated. And we're round number 13. This is the fastest VP game I've ever covered.
It is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Gotta say. Jame wanted to peek towards mid, but changed his mind. He's already got smoked off, which calls off the rotation from Mir. VP wanted to... Oh, wait a minute. I don't think they're aware of Norbert's position.
No, but it is quite a forward position for Norbert. Typically, not something he'd be going for. But when nothing else has been working, Jame and OC having a bit of an AWP standoff. As it currently stands, Rainwaker progressing apps. They don't know about bedroom. This is a real wrench in the system. The tip of the AWP spotted, visible, and Norbert has profited. Yakinda, however, is actually probing B with a lot of pressure. Jame gets a freebie. OC can do nothing about that, but with Flit dead to the molly.
Bombs down in T-spawn.
Yeah, they've got the B side, but they don't have the bomb. It's forcing fights.
This will be a bizarre finish here because OC could technically take the bomb and go A, I suppose. It's so convincing that they're actually in towards the B side, but he's on his way. But do they have a smoke to cross?
They have one last.
Yeah. James on the other side of the map. 3 CTs here. They can get the plant down. They could be onto something. They've been very good at finding these kills through the smokes. The follow-up HE as well will do considerable damage towards OC. Take him down to 51. The Molotov as well makes things uncomfortable, but they're alive and well. 4 versus 3 retake. The CTs will be going for this one. Got to wait for that smoke to dissipate as Jame starts to flank from Banana.
Yeah, Naf responsible for the Ruins push. It's where Fame and Mir are trying their luck. Has to get out. Nice catch from Norbert. Good shot from OC, but it's all OC now, and it's Jame that will catch him on that late crawl from Banana. And VP, they are starting to rack up a competitive half here. A 4th on the board. And all of that fantastic work Liquid have put in. Winning the pistol, boasting 9. Finances are aplenty. But this forward position from Norbert was the first to topple that house of cards.
If you look at the amount of people staying alive from VP whenever they lose a round, that's actually, it's kind of mind-blowing. We're talking about a minimum of 3 players whenever they lose rounds. 4 players, 3 players, 4 again. That's why they have so much money. Very rarely attempting anything that's out of the ordinary or even slightly risky. But the B side continues to be a complication for them. Flit once again was found, and then it was Fame into the Molotov, so that explains that relatively stronger start at the very beginning. I imagine Flit's been given a little bit of extra util. They have Jame here. That's in itself an adjustment. We've never seen Jame start towards the B side. It's the first time. Yeah. Here comes the abs pop.
Indeed it does. The bomb is there. 3 players in position. You'll see a smoke down Moto. 2 flashes out. There's the flashbang, and Rainwaker to lead the charge. But Norbert pushing back here. 2 kills, no problem. And they might have to call this one off. The bomb's gone down, though. I think it's in the pit itself. So, yeah, OC, they try and recover the situation if possible. But this is the fortress now. CT's looking way too comfortable. Mir's got the information, converts the shot as well. 2 players remain here, Naf and OC, surely with nothing to do.
Norbert has just won them that round by virtue of his position. The fact that he was overlooked. Rainwaker gets nothing done. They overcommit with the bomb as well. I mean, it was supposed to be an all-in. Just getting absolutely no leeway. No room to maneuver.
Remember how we started this game with Norbert being caught off guard by that abs pop, smoke in his hand, completely flabbergasted by the hit, and now completely different look. I think it's 2 main elements. One is the timing. Of course, this time he's ready to fight. You see he's not messing around with any util. He just avoids the first flash turns. That's perfect. But also, because Mirren's Flit activity from long, whether or not you are mentally ready to clear pit, when you swing out of apps and you see that util coming away from side, you are kind of going to be, attentive to it. You're going to be looking towards the side. You're going to be looking to punish that CT that could swing from middle. And Norbert had a relatively easy kill on the first one. Could adjust. Beautiful work from him.
All right, ladies and gents. Virtus.pro starting to show some form here. They've got the Royal Flush going forward as well. 4 AK-47s, an AWP. You can't really get a better setup on the CT side of Inferno. So final round is ahead of us. And unfortunately, for Team Liquid, they don't have everything they need is going to be Galil for OC. And Patsy, same story as well. Rainmaker can afford the AK and basic utility, but starting to slow on the pace right now. But to be honest with you, 9 rounds on the T side on your opponent's map pick is a great haul. Still not a done deal by any stretch of the imagination, but if they get double digits, I would say that was done to get there. Norbert, this time in towards our boiler room. The hero of the last round. Amazing performance from the pit, and it's Yekindao picking at the pace once again, working with Patsy. This tag team duo is deadly, but yeah, makes light work at the first.
Yeah, really well played by VP here. The individuals take their first timings comfortably. OC dead to Norbert, but this is his round. This is his pit, dude. He's farming 15 frags for Norbert.
Was that a read from Yakin? Was that a read that the A side would be here? I mean, Patsy just gave him inside, but that wasn't going to be enough. And with that, a 9-6 for Liquid in that first half, I would say the job has been relatively well done, but VP had just enough to claw back, just enough energy, and are set themselves for a decent attempt.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're locked into ESL Pro League Season 18. The group stages are coming to a close, and Group D is just heating up. You join us for Virtus.pro taking on Team Liquid. It's the first map, the second half, and Team Liquid are on fire right now, posting 9 on their T side, but Virtus.pro are not done yet. They are masters of Inferno, masters of the comeback, and now on their T side, they can slow things right down to a grueling pace here, as the pistol will be underway momentarily. They've got themselves 2 smokes. Fame with the Molotov as well. Suggests to me a banana finish, but obviously the world is their oyster as we get into it. And we'll see Julie's for NAF, just to note that.
Interesting. No one going for that early, like, second mid info, like jumping across boiler side. But they are going for an app setup. 3 CTs invested into this forward position. Mir, his responsibility is to take this control. Patsy's pushing. And their backs are turned. This could be huge. He actually goes down. Mir will take him. Rainwaker trades him. But James coming for you. And the bedroom's occupied as well. If he can get away, it's a win.
He's suspecting that Norbert's here as well. Definitely saw a leg here, but he doesn't make any noise, which is definitely to his honor. He's been able to reposition, and VP are completely oblivious to that. So Rainwaker, good job. We see that B setup hasn't moved an inch. I don't believe Liquid has any firm idea on where the finish is supposed to be currently. It's a relatively universal setup. 1 long, 1 on the other side, and then that double B setup. A little bit of information taken now.
Still can go for a full finish when you want it and where you want it.
Yeah, they've chosen the promising side of the map as well. CT seem to be aware of it. Scrambling back towards the A side. It's OC and Rainwaker to take first contact here. The flashes are stifling. Rainwaker gets the second of the round, but now alone, his teammates pushing through the smokes here. Locked into a corner. Yekindar dropped as well. Nothing Nav can do. Surely, as he comes in towards Shore. Julie's in hand as well. You'd have to have an amazing sequence. A godlike play at this stage required. Not able to deliver it. It will be a very convincing pistol round for VP.
That's very well executed. Game here, bro. 17 now. You got 2 in the pistol.
And begs the question, do Team Liquid even fancy a force buy here? You've got a nice haul of rounds to work with. You can afford to buy up in the third. I am seeing the confirmation to buy in the second. It is pretty common on Inferno. But VP with 3 MAC-10s. They haven't got a single AK-47 in their hands here. So focusing on that utility. You'd expect this one to be a little bit slower pace, dissect the map, but the MAC-10 is going to be getting banana control first. Is Jame leading the charge here, hoping to see any sort of CT aggression. Well, they found it towards middle, it seems. Yekindar goes down with nothing, no trade potential. An easy opening frag, and now this is where VP thrive, waiting for those reactions. And they still got a haul of utility. All their smokes, all 5 are available to them, and the CTs have to make a gamble.
It forces the gamble immediately.
Yeah, so
if you're Liquid, you cannot play the 4v5 universally. You have to make some sort of decision. You also have a whole lot of investment riding on this round, but fortunately for them, it looks like VP are tempted to have that A execute, and maybe, just maybe, that huge 20 square meter stack is going to come into fruition for Liquid.
Oh, it's actually going to work out, potentially.
God. They're coming. They're running. Molly extinguished. And clear. Oh, no, not cleared on the site. Fame jumping through. Jame, knee-jerk reaction. He knows where he's got to go.
Well, that's very nice. Very agile maneuvers here from VP. It looked like they were fully committed, but just one player with the MAC-10 goes down, establishes the stack, and they still have the opportunity to go through spawn with Norbert. Flit and Jame with the bomb towards B. The round is theirs. Very well called here by Jame. CT's now realizing they've been rumbled. This stack is not going to work out for them, and Mir towards the underpass could be on for a freebie here. Depending on the timing. Not quite for free, but he gets the frag.
I think it's sort of underrated how quickly that decision is made and based on very little information, because VP was on their way to a full A execute. That was it. The setup had been here, utility has been put down, you send your MAC-10, and then because you see and hear that smoke into pit, plus 1 player minimum in the site.
True.
And it's a 4v5. I'm very sure they're aware 4v5 means a chance of a gamble, a chance of a stack coming over. So, and just like that, all of the alarm bells just ring in James' head. It's like, nope, I'm out, this is it. They're stacking on the A side. And it looks very easy and smooth for us, but it entails a whole lot of decisions being made live to come to that conclusion.
Absolutely agree. It's a really wonderful call there. Very calm as well. Wasn't too frantic. All the key choke points were established. They got positional control towards CT spawn just as they found the top of banana as well. CTs could do nothing about it. Smoked out, hoping the stack would yield at least a few frags there, but they do save something. Got a NAF Deagle and a Mac 10 for Patsy at the top end here. So it's looking like VP will tie things up 9-9. And yeah, this will be another difficult round for Team Liquid. What's the approach here? They've got an HE, a smoke, a couple of flashes, and a desperate opportunity to try and win this round. Patsy with the Mac 10 will head towards B. 4 players will join him.
I think it's mostly about damage. Of course, Liquid will want to play this round for the win.
Sure.
That's quite evident, quite obvious to say, but it's more about making sure VP have to use and lose a little bit of money and not let them build up flash. Good damage, relatively good damage. Fitz sees a whole lot of bodies, probably screams for help, but he gets so famed behind him with the FAMAS. Nav has 2 targets, can get it on first one and the second maybe for Nav. That's the double kill, Banana.
Okay.
Do you see that Flit actually hit the jumping Mac 10 headshot?
Yeah, I did not see that.
Bloody hell. Flashed mid-air.
Gross.
Yeah, revolting. Now, there isn't something to be said. I don't know if Yakinda is going to be able to process this, but James got to get the bomb and get past him. Fortunately, Norbert's there to escort his leader. No need for the assistance. And now they're probably going to end up walking away from Rainwaker. He doesn't even get to get this P250 wet. Well, maybe he does. Mia's coming for him.
Yeah, just the Mac 10.
He sent a
goes
scout
down. Yeah, just scouting out the potential threats. He would say that Pit hasn't been checked just yet as he goes through the motions here, and should be absolutely fine. Probably gets this kill, no problem with the Mac 10, ducking and weaving. And takes considerable damage, but gets the job done. 9-9, we're all tied up here. Team Liquid yet to post around on the CT side, but they've got a full buy here. OC AWP has been very impressive this tournament, I would say. I read in an interview or a quote of his saying he's actually taking matters into his own hands, making his own calls, and he's looking a lot more confident and assertive on the server right now with the orb. I'm hoping to see that again today. That's the jumping shot. Okay, it was filthy, wasn't it? Disgusting.
That's disgusting.
All right.
Holy hell.
Bit of a timeout. Chance to establish what is in store next. This is a bit of a weird round, right? It's the first gun round, but VP, the bit of a bonus situation for them. They've got Khalil's, Mac 10s here, and a chance to build out some massive momentum, actually take the lead here after giving up 9 rounds on their CT campaign.
Yeah, we'll see how they use that Mac 10. Of course, it's going to be on Tumir, one of the most aggressive figure of that lineup. It's either probably going to be top Banana or at the tip of the spear of an exec. We'll have to see. Good old nostalgia.
How do they get it every time?
Yeah, what is the proc for it? Like, is it just 1 in 10 or?
No, I don't know.
One of the observers there to tell us when it happens?
I don't know their secret potion, but they managed to get it all too often. Oh,
1 in 100.
Told 1 in 100.
I've already seen it.
Yeah,
3 times in 2 days, so
exactly.
might just play the lottery. Is that now?
I don't think I've noticed it in game before. But,
Never. Yeah.
Either way, guys, it is going to be that bonus round I mentioned. VP just dissecting the banana right now. Going to be Molotoving off towards sandbags. And a very defensive stance from Liquid. Yakindar and Naf actually on the bomb site here. Yakindar is peeking for information, but bear in mind he's only got the M4. They've got 1 smoke on that side of the map as well. And that's a nice grenade, actually. It's quite substantial.
Yeah, but it's just for show. It's just to make sure that Liquid have to keep 2 players towards the B side, a little bit of alibi utility. Meanwhile, Fame with the bomb joining the rest of the squad. You'd think the Mac 10 will be sent first out of apps, trying to take all of the crosshairs away from the point of ingress and then right behind the execute. But that's well read by Yakinder. You see, well, as I say that, he changed his mind, of course. He's about to force that.
Look
the
at
side
this.
said,
You
nope.
see them all juggling? They've done 3 different juggles for util and weapons in order to get this and taking shape. Jame asked for a smoke, so we'll see him deploy that shortly.
Here we go.
Off the flash, straight through. Patsy deleted. Nice hold from Rainwaker. He's got OC in support as well. Beats the flashbang. Flit and Jame coming up from short side. Mir from the balcony. OC tucked into the site now. Even Yakinda rotating into lend a helping hand. OC hits something. No, he doesn't. Does make the good second onto Jame. Bomb down default. Maybe there's more to be had here for VP. Very low HP on Mir. Oh, and straight to the belly. OC gets him into the center of mass. It's all Flit.
What's he got for us? No utility in towards the pit position. He can see the bomb. And CTs don't have kits currently as well, so if you can bring this down to a 2 versus 1, there's a chance. But it's now Fly. Lovely shot from the hay bales there, and it will be Team Liquid's first in the second half. They'll hold on to the OC AWP, which was instrumental there in the A-bomb side defense. Hits a very key shot there on the planter. They keep 3 players alive as well and maintain the lead. More importantly, up to 10 rounds now. But as you would imagine, there's going to be plenty of money for VP after winning that bonus round.
That's great work from Wind Waker as well. I think he's the one that puts Liquid in such a commanding position immediately with that double kill to open things up. Worth noting as well, of course, Norbert switched weapons with Mir and went in first with the MAC-10 as per his contract. Well, I won't let you be forgotten, Norbert. I will mention it whenever you do it.
He's gone for a scout. Ooh. There's like Jame could have dropped him an AK-47. They could have dropped him a Galil. He's opted for the old T-side scout.
Avant-garde.
With a Tech 9 as well. Like, Matthew, please
very
explain that to me.
very Apexian.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Apexian
that's fair.
Play with the scout like this. I'm not going to try and gaslight you with some fake
you get
philosophies.
The Tech 9 and the scout, it's such a weird setup.
Could it have been a fake buy? Because could it have been just a fake buy and we are just completely getting ahead of ourselves?
Jame wanted to get
Jame
that
has
scout.
Fair enough.
Now it all makes sense, right?
Yeah,
right?
Oh, Smoke Bloom.
Weekend has got banana control.
T-side scout.
He could just push it immediately. His position is invisible. His timing does not exist. He just found an actual breach in the space-time continuum, and that's the first kill. Maybe add the second one onto Jame. Beautiful work from Nick in there. And as the abs swap come in, Rainwalker's got it all.
Nice hold. Solid spray. Naf knows there's another in the mini pit. One towards the balcony. They got them both. Noted, known, naded. And Norbert, nothing. 11 for Liquid.
What a great round.
What a move from Yekin there. How are you supposed to deal with that if you're VP? There was maybe you should have been a little bit more attentive to the lock smoke, which was a little bit out of place. But by the time Yekin takes the fade, it's over. Like, his position doesn't exist.
I think Flip might be getting a little bit of a slap on the wrist in review for that one. When your teammate's throwing utility, the only thing he's vulnerable for, you're holding top mid, the only thing he's potentially vulnerable to, susceptible to, is the push like that. To be fair though, I mean, Yekinda threw caution to the wind to be there that quickly.
So it's a glass cannon this time. Not the scouts, it's the AWP, Tech 9 for Fame, and same story for Mir as well. It's a really interesting approach to the economy on the T side of Inferno, but we'll see if they can make it work. Yekindar again active on the corner of the B-bomb site. Got Nafly to flash him in if required. He's got that AK-47, so willing to take the jewels. Knows he has the one-tap potential. Got the hot hand right now as well. Seems to be hitting some magnificent shots. And Flit will call for a bit of backup. Fame will join him. As Jame is being very passive at the back, knowing he's very vulnerable to grenades. Can't enter the choke point. Yekindar does, though, and Flit will find him with the boost.
At some point, you're going to get burned. You play with fire, you're going to get burned. These wide swings without a flash, it's a great gamble if it pays off. You usually have, or you suddenly have real estate without having to give any kind of audio cue to it, which is beautiful. But you also take the risk that someone is already here waiting for you. And it paid off last round. Yekinda ended up behind enemy line, but not this time around.
Okay. The solo B push. Hunting for information. It's actually a banana split here as well. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He'll get one, though. He's actually making a pretty good job of it here. He's got a chance with Patsy finding that second player towards CT spawn. He is smoked off for now, but there's a massive gap.
Oh my god.
And that's the bomb that needs to cross. Mir, with 20 seconds remaining, how does he make this one work? The Molotov does nothing for him. OC's going to hit this shot. Not quite. He does get across with the C4. The plan will come through. The 3-on-3 retake is absolutely everything here for Liquid. They have got the defuse kits, but only a smoke and a flash remaining.
Maybe you want to be smoking on the bomb, or do you want to smoke off that banana side? James still committed to the banana fight. It's OC with it. Patsy clearing. Rainwaker asked to smoke off banana. Gets it down. James going to have no options to support his team. Going to have to push forward here. That's perfection from Jame. Patsy ahead of the smoke and loses his life. They lose their approach and actually just look to save now. The power of that. A small misstep from Patsy. Exactly. And it cost them the round.
You're right on the money. And that's the beauty and the curse of the highest level of Counter-Strike. Half a second on the smoke. Your teammate is going through the motion. Ooh, OC was about to give away the AWP.
Nice.
Your teammate is going through the motion. Your retake is engaged. You know what it is you gotta do. Smoke towards pool, a couple of flashes, and you fight. But Patsy gets a little impatient, swings right before the bloom. Jame's here with a position, snipes him down. That's it right there we're talking about. And that's it. The clutch is over. The clutch is over on half-a-second decision.
Yeah, and for Jame, you know, like that was his only way to contribute. He ends up hitting the round winner.
Well, it will be VP pulling one back. They're currently up 4-2 here after winning the pistol in the second half. 11-10.
This is the new VP buy, isn't it? The 2 Tech 9, 3 rifle.
Yeah, you're right. They win the previous round and they've just gone for the Tech 9s. I think we asked Dastanya about it yesterday, and he just said, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's a secret. It's definitely avant-garde. Not many teams are presenting gun rounds like this.
He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Yekinder's playing at the edge of that log smoke. Second time, but VP are very aware, at least waiting for that exact move. So it's either going to be a pop flash or he's dead.
Ooh! He's dead. OC's kept it level, if favorable for Liquid, though. And real all-in maneuver from Yekinder. Norbert scoops up the bomb, picks up the AWP in the absence of Jame. Re-clearing as a 3-man unit, but to a lot of pressure on Rainwaker's shoulders. And Fame's just holding for this clear. He gets away with it. Naf is dead. No trade available. Molly.
Oh no.
Does get extinguished. He's trapped. He's being run at, and he's getting more frags. Fame deals with Patsy next. It all has to be OC. It has to be.
Oh, the flash is everything.
Oh, he's gotten away, though. That's good play from OC. He's keeping him into it. Look at Norbert. Rainwaker. They know he's typically the pit anchor.
Yep. And they've got a Molotov for his position as well, so he might be flushed out. It doesn't seem to matter. Fame's just running in with the Tech 9. And he might have just thrown the round away there. It's got 12 seconds. They are losing space, and it's going to be OC picking up 2. A sloppy finish there. Just didn't have enough time to really go through the protocols, flush him out correctly there. It was an interesting round with the 2 Tech 9s after winning the previous round as well. And now they really are at the bottom of the barrel in terms of loss bonus. It's OC saving the day here. Had to hit a couple of nice shots here, delivered on all fronts. And that was the kill, the most important one of them all. Takes the bomb down with 10 seconds remaining, bravely pushes through the smoke and closes out the round as well. Hero AK, a couple of them, so they're actually investing here. It's a weird one, so you've fully bought into the round, but 2 players have Glocks, no armor, and you got a Jame P250 as well. This is wild.
It's a beautifully unconventional game.
Yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm having a good time.
You just don't see this from any other team. Like, not to say it's wrong in any sense. Don't get it twisted, but it's just against the grain of what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is an all-in. Fame and Mir just pawns now on the chessboard. Flit has to be the queen, moving every which way. And the AK's been spotted now. The jig is up in that respect. There is AK-47's presence, says Yekinder.
Got Fame and Mir with Glock, no armor. They're just going to have to throw the grenades, I suppose, and just be cannon fodder for the rifles.
They're rushing B. They're flashing Flit across. Naf's only got 8 bullets left, and he's got no head now. Need a big impact from Patsy, and it's only 1. The AKs are working, and so is the buy. Virtus.pro, with just the 2 AK-47s, going to leave with a must-win round.
What a bizarre approach, and it's paid dividends here in round number 23. It's the AK-47 shining brightly. Norbert continuing this strong form. Every single round seems to be going in his favor. 2 massive kills there, 1 through the smoke as well to confirm things, and they'll survive with 3 AKs. It's OC with the AWP, Rainwaker with the M4 as well. They'll hold on to those, no problem, but they have 0 loss bonus as well. They get $1,400 on top of the 0 3 other players have here.
Dumb question, but Rainwaker has no Kev. So, did he die in the previous round and then just forget to buy it? Or did he not have armor yet last round either?
Well, I just forgot to buy it.
Yeah, might have been that case, because I couldn't imagine last round he was also without
When Fame was jumping at him with the Tech 9, then he kills him.
He got a kill.
And then OC killed the rest. I don't know if Rainwaker...
Did he not get traded? That's a good question, actually.
He just bought it now, so at least he's aware of it, rectified it.
Problem solved.
And it will be a timeout here. But we are neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen. Only 1 round separates these 2 teams, and VP nipping at the heels of Team Liquid here. Broken the money down, but there is that residual AWP, the M4 for Rainwaker as well. They've got some grenades, but they need to work out what's the best approach. If they took the full eco, there would be somewhat of a buy here, but it wouldn't be as strong as what they currently have. Definitely worth the timeout.
What's the loss bonus right now, Henry? What's the loss bonus at?
So for the CTs, they get 1900 next round.
Okay, so they are the lowest point right now, so they might have to just fully force into it.
Yeah, he actually straight up had no armor on that previous round. Just checking it out. Yeah, that's really, really funny.
There you go.
2 rounds in a row, and it doesn't cost them anything. Everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory.
Might not be in this round, though. We've got a 5-7 for Patsy, MP9 for Naf, Fama to Rainwaker, but they're going to make it work. They've got some utility here, and once again, Banana to be tested. Molotov at the corner here to flush out any probes from Yekindar. He's been a bit of a nuisance that side. Aggression elsewhere. We are going to see the AWP posted in towards the app steps. Rainwaker watching for the bedroom push. Speaking of push, it's going to be in towards Banana we go.
Yekindar, he knows he's going to get flashed. He's surely
he stays at the edge of the smoke. Stays at the edge. Can't get the kill. Flint once again finds him. Feels like Liquid are living or dying by the edge of Yekindar. Naf with the Molotov able to calm down Norbert's aggression, but does he though? Does he not stop? Is he going to cross it? He actually crosses it. That's an un-VP-like setup here with just the smoke and a couple of flashes. Norbert gets absolutely stuck in. Passive finds only one. The bomb site has fallen. Is that VP? Am I looking at VP?
I think they saw the slight gap in the smoke and they thought, you know what? We're going to do it. For once, we're pushing through. And they've got themselves a 3 versus 3. Molotovs in the reserve as well, so that's deployed, and Nafly will have to wait for the rotation to come through. They have got kits, they've got smokes, incendiaries. They can go for this one. Might be worth it because they'll have not much to work with going forward here. So 2 towards the ruins, utility deployed, smoke down towards Banana, incendiary for the emo position on the back right. No one there to receive it, but the flashbang's decent.
Yeah, it's forced Mir wide. Jame first contact. OC's already taken down Mir. 1 trap behind the smoke. Jame needs both, and he gets it with 2 HP to spare. Round defining from Jame. He'll go down with the bomb, go down with the ship.
We'll get the swing though.
Gonna lose his arm. Jame twists the knife.
What a finish. And that's absolutely everything as well, because as we've seen, even in the previous series, a saved AWP, even with 4 USPs around it, is absolutely deadly, especially in the likes of the hands of OC. So that's massive for Jame. Closes the round out single-handedly towards the end there, and just gets the absolute maximum out of the round by taking down the AWP.
The one factor for the entirety of that CT side of Liquid has been Yekindar's demise or success.
True.
It has been the one thing that decides whether or not they're going to win the round. Whenever he found a little bit of gap and space and kills towards Banana, all great. When he was the actual first victim, and that happened a couple of times now with Flit at the helm, then that's a problem. True. Liquid have to find a way to win a round differently, because I think VP is very well aware of where the risk is going to be taken. This could just be off the back of a USP round, but it would be completely ludicrous. So Norbert is here to wheel us back to normality.
Well, there's Jame finding OC at the top of middle as well. They are walking to a stack, but as Matthew mentioned, not really much of one. It's going to be the USP boosted up here, and you know there's at least one more player towards CT Spawn. But what a player it is! No! The double kill with the USP from Spawn. How have they made this work? It's Norbert now with no bomb, 2-on-1, and the CTs have recovered AK-47s. This was a full eco.
They've got smoke. They have a smoke. Norbert's coming.
He can Molotov them.
God,
he's going
to ruin their whole day.
Oh no.
They have to go forward. Naf heard him. They heard him. Norbert forced into the back away, tagged up. He knows them both here. He heard one close. Yekindar's got the nade, 27 HP. This was an eco, the smoke as well. Maybe that's what Norbert needs.
Oh my God.
Oh, they know they'll spam him down. An eco victory in response. It's Nafly with the triple kill.
How does he get a double kill with the USP?
That is the question.
AKs.
That is the question.
They were full HP. He was coming out of smoke as well. The first one, sure, you surprised him to have the control of the default pistol. To find a double headshot. Follow-up. Let's have a look at it. So, first one, perfect. Like, we would expect that from him. But the second, that first ding, then finishing off. Yeah, that's world-class play right there. Just when they needed it. A full eco victory. An absolute gut punch for VP there. They were in the driving seat of this game. They were in cruise control on this T side, and Liquid erupt in round number 25. A pause has been called and the money has been dismantled. VP will once again have to bring out a wacky purchase here.
Flit has just been turned on by Jame and asked for the full 47.50.
Yeah, give me everything.
It's a glass cannon, essentially two players.
You're going Glock,
Kev.
no armor. I'm taking glass cannon orb, yeah.
Oh my god, what a round. This could have just been the turning point of this game. And this was so unlike VP to commit to a half-assed B exec with lack of flashes, lack of utilities, just sending one player after the other. This was nothing like what we used to. We used to a controlled, methodical VP that takes time and uses it to its full extent. And here they play a fast Counter-Strike. They get punished by USPs, and now we're looking at Round 26 and they have to survive. I don't understand.
Wow. This is more like it. You can't say this map has been boring by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know who would say that after these rounds. Jame glass cannon. Flit sacrificing his own round for this. A Glock. No Kevlar. Now again, let's be the utility man. Mir at least does have a helmet. And they'll start to diagnose what's going on at the B side of the map here. Fame tucks himself in towards the logs. Jame top of middle, but bear in mind of no armor. Can't exactly go for the wide peaks. And it's actually an Atrium boost coming in from OC as well, and Rainwaker.
Yeah, it's a nice little change up. Ooh, interesting. A boost for Jame to take an elevated angle into the line, but no one's home. OC actually short side with the rifle. And that's the setup. Now it's rumbled. They know they've erected the boost. Double incendiary to stop the swing. You don't want to waste a smoke on it. Mir towards the balcony position. Flit extinguishes to try and apply pressure. Try and recover a rifle. He's done that.
He's got to drop it to Mir. He doesn't have an armor. He doesn't have a Kevlar. That doesn't make sense.
True.
Flit, you're keeping that AK, really? Without the Kevlar?
Here we go. Deep breath. And, well, with the incendiary, they might have to call it off, but it's Yekindar. Wild spray almost takes the bomb down here, and they are going to commit. It's only, what, 8 seconds left, boys? How did they even get the bomb down here? This is all falling apart. Patsy with the hat trick and the slam dunk to close it out, jumping down from the coffins. 14-12, and now it's everything fully invested there. One round away from map point on VP's choice, and they have $1,900 to work with as we enter round number 27.
It sounds crazy to say, but they're just glad they died at that point. I mean, they had $0 in the bank account. Had that been drawn out any longer, my goodness, 5-4-3. You really just were going for a Hail Mary at that point. Now it's going to be Armored Tech 9s.
They keep the investment. They keep the pressure onto Liquid. But it's all or nothing. It's purely all or nothing. VP is going to have to be on oxygen supply for the rest of this game if they want to have to retake any kind of control. And they seem a little bit rattled to me. This fast rhythm that they have, it's not exactly what I'm used to.
Hey, well, Team Liquid got it done with just USPs. Maybe they can do it with Tech 9s here.
Done it again.
Kill for Yekindar. This time finding the advantage, and he's got away with it.
So has Rainwaker. Anticipated the pace. Nice change, though. It's 3 of them into the A site. Patsy smoked out, unable to contribute. There certainly is a chance here, Henry.
Oh my. The retake, a difficult one at that. Smoked off towards Moto. T's don't have any further utility, so at least Liquid have that going for them. After finding the opening frag, it's the Tech 9s leaping out of the apartments and made things very uncomfortable now. Yekindar leading the charge. Oh, that's a great kill from Nafly. Alleviates a lot of pressure now. Yekindar has been freed up, smoked off towards the pit. He knows that's going to force a reaction out of Fame, and just one player remaining. They've done a great job so far. Surely they have found map point at this stage. A defuse can be initiated. Mir, well, all he can really do is stop the diffuser and hope for the best. Great shot, but it wasn't quite enough. 15-12.
Naf is doing so much for Liquid. I mean, in that clear on Jame, but also the bodyguarding. He had his head perfectly masking the diffuser there.
That's a picture-perfect retake from Liquid.
That was really nice.
You have to say, because obviously Jame understands that in the position that they're in, he cannot just stay passive and defensive. He has to try and make a move, which usually is from that hay bale back into apps, into then Boiler, so he can have a kill. He can have that flank towards the CT. Naf is completely aware of it, finds him. Then the smoke towards Cycle as well in the pit. Make sure you get that opening kill right there. And then the bodyguarding, as you mentioned, Alex, onto the bomb site. So Liquid is not skipping a beat here, and he starts once again with OC and an opening kill onto Flit, who's put his line and his body over there in Banana so many times.
Oh my god. At least they got the bomb down in the previous round, right? They've got rifles. Galil's mainly, and now a 5 versus 4. Liquid in a prime position to close this one out right here, right now.
This was VP's pick, boys. They are in need of someone to step up. Only 3 names remain. It's going to be Team Liquid, a map up in this advancement game.
Yeah,
playoffs
on the line here for the winner. Loser goes down to the last chance bracket. No one wants to be down there, let me tell you. On their opponent's pick, just 3 kills away. Can they hold on? Yekindar active, trying to get that information. Drops the incendiary, buying some time here as we're under the 1 minute mark. Fame has found an open B bomb site potentially. But big bad Naf is waiting on the other side. Bombs in T spawn, bear in mind. But smoke goes down. Could be a swing off this. There it is, and Naf, he should confirm the map here.
There was a chance for Fame. He could have smoked off, but Naf is too quick on the trigger. And he's got control of it. He bought time for Yekina to join him, and it does feel like Liquid is just set.
They've done it, boys. What a game, what a map. What a way to kick things off here in the best of 3.
Yeah, that's the Virtus.pro Inferno not working out for them, and it does really boil down to an eco round, doesn't it? Walking in,
change everything.
Double USP from Nav. And that is a huge leg up for Liquid. We could be looking at Liquid in the playoff in just 1 map's time.